All right, I'm here with Eric Cline. No joke. He flew all the way out to just do a podcast with me. We ripped it, dude. He kicked ass on it. He's got a phenomenal story. You should definitely follow him. Eric, what do you think about Kansas City so far?
Well, when I flew in, I didn't think anything good about it.
Dog shit.
Dog shit. Yeah. But you literally just walked me an entire block. We're standing in front of your building, which is absolutely dope. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But dude, Kansas City's not bad. I'd like to see it with some nicer weather, and yeah, I like it.
Would you be down for coming to a mastermind and being a speaker?
Done.
So you are the fastest person to scale a wholesaling business that we know of.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah.
And you've done it directly out of coming from your absolute bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I just got done filing bankruptcy on another company. That was doing 34 million a year. Went from 34 million to zero. Had to find a new lane or a new lead to drop into my ecosystem. Just so happened to be wholesale leads. My first 12 months in the space, did 2.6 million, netted 1.5, and just under 3 years, I've done $8 million, and I didn't have a partner, nobody that knew anything about this space. It was me just grinding it out.
So what you're seeing right now, it might be podunk, but Kansas City's changing huge.
Yeah, sure,
They've invested a ton of money in there. And so this, I'm gonna build a penthouse up here for myself.
To live in?
For when it's gonna be an Airbnb.
Really?
So we'll make this an Airbnb, we'll turn this into another 6 just apartment units on this floor. And then we'll go, and we didn't-
Dude, the views,
that's in my office. We didn't pull up the shades at all, but that's the same view out of my office. And except for the windows aren't as high. But yeah, this is, so if you look right there, that's the Power and Light District. We're on Main Street, we're on 10th and Main. This is why this is a cool real estate play. Check this out. So this building qualifies for historical tax credits, which means if I spend $20 million renovating this property, I can sell half of that, actually it's 45 cents, but half of that to Commerce Bank for 90 cents.
Really?
Like the building right behind us was already demoed and redid into multifamily because all the guys can get historical tax credit, so it pencils versus doing a regular deal. You see that one? That's Power Light 1 or 2.
The glass one or
this one? This one, right? No, the glass one next to the circle glass one.
Yep.
The one in front of that's Power Light 1 or 2. So there's a company out of Baltimore that signed a deal with the mayor here before the one we currently have to build 7 of those here, and they guaranteed all the rent down here on all the things. This was a bunch of freaking, what do you call that, Dust Bowl town? There was all a bunch of old stuff down here, so everything's new now. The Royals just got voted down, but they were gonna put their stadium right there past, basically where you see it kind of turn older. That's where the Royal Stadium's gonna be. Office space is, during COVID and I knew coming in here, like I was like, I'm probably gonna have to chop this shit up because.
How many square feet is this building?
It's 96,000 square feet, but it's 83,000 rentable once it's all the way. So we have 9 floors and there's 72 or 7,500 floor plates. So 9 times 8, call it 72,000 right now. But when you add this floor plus the next floor plus the basement, that's the total 96,000. Wow. Yeah, so I'll show you the 9th floor, which will kind of give you the better view. But I wanted to show you, there's another floor on top of that. So we're gonna make these into apartments and probably the 9th floor too. And then the rest will be like
so
mixed.
There's a apartment here, apartment there.
There'll be 7 apartments in here.
Oh.
So there'll be the one in the front, and then each column is gonna be 1.
Got it.
So if you look at the columns, those will each be 1, right? And so here's the reason. When I buy this building right off the gate, 5.2 million, I can write off 1.5 as a loss immediately as cost segregation. So if I made 1.5, I'm 0. And now, like, it's not making money right now, but like this one right here, Eric, what we'll do is, this one will either be office. This is where I was gonna move my podcast to, but my wife's like, the other unit's a little bit bigger or a little bit nicer, so I didn't want to spend any money. So this one will turn into multifamily 2, or we'll make it into like the WeWork type of deal.
Yeah.
So we did that on the 7th floor, but
there's people occupying it.
We just started signing leases. We're like 3 deep now.
No shit.
Because I just had my wife take over. She's always rented out everything for us. So this is,
dude.
Yeah, so this is right outside my window too.
This is dope.
But this is why I moved to Kansas City.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this shit in Vegas.
No.
You know what I mean? You can't buy this for 5.2 in Vegas. We actually went and looked at a building yesterday, or 2 days ago, that's 265,000 square feet, Class A, in Class A shape, with a parking garage next door to it. And I'm gonna try to take it down. I don't know where I'm gonna raise the capital yet, but I'm gonna raise it.
What do they want for it?
They want 16, I think I can get it for 10. It's not about that. This thing, right, like I said, it bleeds 50,000 a month. So it's about being able to, but what I think on that one is, with the parking spots, I think if I can control that parking, get rid of the building, and if I can keep the parking, that's where the money's gonna be. Because like I said,
the parking.
well, parking is like 40,000 bucks a stall to build. There's 900, it's a $40 million building. If I get it for 5, and then how quickly can you turn parking?
Yeah.
You can rent that, no mattresses, no maintenance, freaking. That's why I bought this building. It had parking. Big reason for
Oh,
me.
this building does?
Yes.
Yep, I parked at the building.
Yeah. So it has 61 parking spots, which is big for downtown, right? Like a lot of these buildings don't have parking. This is what my wife just got done redoing. So we redid this. This is our co-working space. So that's what we'll start doing slowly. This will act as like a feeder, but it's all furnished. You know what I mean? She does good, because I heard her look at it. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Original 1914.
Something 1900s hardwoods, and then my only contribution was I like the ceilings black, because I think it makes it look good. We just got it done. Got all these things done, and we're just like I think we have two or three leases right now, but showing it like crazy, and that's all been in the last month. And I had a broker on it for a year. I've never had a broker lease a space for me. Never.
What so someone will rent this office?
Yes, someone will rent that office. One of my first students rented my office. I think mostly it's going to be people that like follow me and know me in Kansas City.
What, they're renting it and they're doing a little acquisition shit?
Yeah.
No shit.
This is going to turn into that whole situation.
And then they just funnel you a ton of deals.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. We actually did our first meetup here. I just did it off a Facebook group I started that I've just been very specific and saying no spamming, only deals. And it's at like 2,300. We put a little announcement like 10 days in advance. We had 50 people in the downstairs. I'm like, I can grow this thing.
Dude, I'm getting ready to hold my first event in AZ, June 1st.
Awesome.
I was doing 40 people masterminds at my office. Mm-hmm. Dude, the last one I just did, my average seat for 40 seats was $6,250. That's
good.
Yeah.
You got that figured out better than we do. I don't push it hard enough, to be honest with you. I just don't. You know what I mean?
Dude, this is fucking dope. I would want this office right here.
Yeah.
Like, what would someone rent this for right here?
We'll probably do it for like $950. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, someone could come in here and crank some fucking deals.
That's what I'm saying.
And
man.
have that.
Well, here's the other cool thing. Check this out. I know you hit the gym, right?
Yeah.
You got your gym over there. You got, see that Genesis right down? You got the gym right there. You got coffee right here. You can walk everywhere right here.
Everywhere, dude.
That's why we try to showcase it. I say the more people I can get in here showing it to, the more we're going to do well on it, you know?
The free rail car stops right there.
Yeah, that's free. That's something that Sly James, the former mayor, put that into progress. And so that's really spurt a lot of growth.
So, dude, there's a lot of fucking good deals around here. I mean, like single family.
I wouldn't have moved to like I was doing 50,000 plus spreads in Vegas minimum.
Yeah, Vegas is fucking tough though, dude.
Yeah, but the most competitive market.
Yeah.
And I was beating most people out there.
Really?
This is it's so easy. It almost takes a little bit of your competitive juices away because it's I mean there's rules, there's laws that are in your favor.
Here.
In Missouri.
Kansas City. Yep, we're in Missouri.
Yeah, that's right. Trust me, dude.
Well, I can throw a rock to Kansas from
Missouri, yeah.
Kansas
You could
City,
be in
Missouri.
Kansas, just driving down this street about a half a mile and you're in Kansas.
A lot of your students local?
They seek me out because I'm in the Midwest. It just happens that way. It's not like I advertise. I got guys in Florida, I got guys in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, but I got a lot of guys in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Which is smart for them because they know they can get access to me.
Like, is someone in there?
Yeah, these ones are all rented except for that one down there.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. It's a good asset. Clean it up, fill it up. 31 unit apartment building. The guy that I bought it from, out of state Chicago investor, was gonna gut it. I'm like, gut it? This thing's in good shape. Clean it up and fill it up. So this
is where I walked in.
Yeah, you walked in right there. So this was when I bought the building, the banks was in here. So the bank, this is all their teller desks. There's probably a few more of them. This is where all the tellers were, and they had a bank. There's actually a drive-through over there. There's a vault in here. But I had Pad Split come in here and speak, and she's like, you should make this an event space. And I was like, yeah, that's what this should be. People would get married here, I would think.
That's what you're doing with it?
Yeah. Let's say I rent this thing out for $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month. If I can do 4 events a month, I'll make more, way more, with less headache and everything.
I definitely didn't know you owned the building when I came here.
Yeah, I mean, I say it on social media, but I don't like I'm not like one of those guys who says it all the time.
Dude, full transparency, I didn't know who the you were even coming here.
That's okay.
I shit you not. I was like, my wife this morning sends me I'm just being honest with you.
No, I appreciate it. It's okay.
Dude, she sent me his Instagram and your name. And she's like, Eric, at least you can look the guy up before you go talk to him.
Well, that's good. You know, that's all good.
Dude, this is dope, bro.
Yeah, we found $1 million in here.
Have you went through every one of them?
No, dude, because they already did. They already had tape on them all, you know what I mean?
It's not like they left money in here.
Yeah, no, dude, whoever had this job made sure he did it.
These are safety deposit boxes?
Yeah.
You want to know what was funny is I'm meeting Nick Perry.
Yeah, he's speaking at my mastermind.
So I'm meeting him Tuesday in Arizona. I was like, what you doing, bro? And he was like, hey, man, I'm going to Kansas City next week. When are we going to meet in Arizona? I'm like, Kansas City, bro. I was like, what the you going to Kansas City for? And he goes, I'm speaking at a mastermind. I was like, I just landed in Kansas City. And I was like, who are you gonna go see? And he goes, fucking, it says your name, right? And I'm like, bro, I'm going on this podcast right now.
Yeah, Nick's solid. I like Nick a lot.
Yeah, me and Nick have been fucking.
Really?
Yeah,
he is one of the guys that I think...
he's just a real guy.
That's what I told him. I said, man, I just feel like you're a real guy. He doesn't hide too much. He talks about his...
He's genuine.
Totally. This is exactly why we bought the building right here. So what happened was I was in contract to buy a property.
You own all that.
Yeah, right up there, all the way to the top, brother. That's what got me motivated, you know what I mean?
So did you have your eye on this building before you moved here?
No. So, funny enough, I stayed at the Ambassador. I'll walk you around a little bit. We got a little bit of time. So, I stayed at the Ambassador Hotel. So, one street over, there was a building right across the street. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, oh, this is for fucking sale. 1.4. We're moving here. I put an offer, COVID happens. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, we gotta back out. We back out of that.
You're still in Vegas.
Yeah, but I'm planning on moving. I'm not planning on moving here, but I'm planning on buying that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I knew I wanted to buy a building downtown, and I want to buy several more, okay? Because I see what this place is becoming. Like so prior to me coming here, Eric, I went to Indianapolis. I had been in Indianapolis 10 years before then, and I saw it and I go, it's already run. Here, I got plenty. I got 5 or 10 more years, and then it's done. Like New Orleans, I've been down there since 2013. I haven't bought since 2017. I was in contract to buy a building down there I backed out of. But yeah, this is kind of like, you get to see everything what's going on. It's not a bad little city, man.
No, at all. Now that I'm actually down here this is dope, dude. In the middle of the summer, is it people out freaking?
Yeah, man, like if they get the Royals down here, it's gonna be a game changer. You can't do this in other markets.
Yeah, this is cool, bro. It's just another level right here.
You know, I'm not doing the numbers you're doing in your business, but I got good passive income.
Yeah.
So this is the one I want to get next.
This?
That's the Federal Reserve Building in Kansas City. The guy had that. He's had it for 10 years. He's an immigration. I'll teach you a trick right now. There's a thing called the EB-5 visa. That's how all these big syndicators are funding their deals. To come to the United States, it's $850,000. So that's how that deal was funded. The guy hasn't done anything with it for 10 years. That's the place I stayed at, the Ambassador Hotel. When I first came to town, I spent 10 days here before I moved here.
What's
right
that?
Here. See the Ambassador? It's all this whole thing right here. They got a badass jazz club. That thing with that was the building I was gonna buy. I was in contract to buy this. I think somebody else is going through the renovation right now. This will probably be apartments or something. So all these qualify for historical tax credits.
Who's there?
Nobody.
Oh, really?
It's all concerts.
Oh,
They were trying to get a basketball team there. That's what I want to do. Like, that's my big goals. I want to do sports teams.
Really?
Hell yeah. Like, we only live once, right?
Yeah, no,
like,
I hear you, bro.
Hell yeah, man. I want to own a sports team. A lot of guys have done it, so I don't see why I couldn't. But they were going to build the Royal Stadium directly across the freeway on that. They're actually going to lay out a park across the freeway because there's all the overpasses over here, so they're going to make it a park. Like, they've got a pretty good master plan for this city.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's why I invested here. Like all of these properties are turning into multifamily. You see this? Like that's
Is this a vacant building?
This one's under construction right now, and it's being rented out. That's for sale for 48 million right now, off market. But there's one that's 267,000 square feet that I'm going to try to put together for 10 million bucks. If you're interested in something like that, I'll tell you more about it. But I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just letting you know. These are not easy to get these things rented. They require a lot of effort.
What, like your building?
Yeah, it's not easy. You got to have somebody like my wife who actually cares and has a vested interest in it. I mean, he's seen it. We've been having it for a year. Danny, how quickly have you seen her get momentum?
Oh, night and day.
It's night and day.
She took it over within the last year?
Within the last month and 2 months.
Oh.
And so now she just knows we've been doing this. That's how we met. She trashed out one of my fourplexes with me when we were starting to date. I said, this is the one. And then she took my bed sheet back from Bad Beth and Beyond that I had torched through the washer dryer. And I was like, oh man. She's like, oh, I can get that returned for you. And I was like, woo.
That's great, dude.
Yeah. If you want to get together with him, follow him, how do they do that?
The Eric Cline, ERICCLINE on Instagram, and I promise I'll change the game when it comes to virtual selling for you.
Yeah, and here's the other deal. He's a real dude. He came out here on his own dime, his own volition, came on time, over-delivered for us. I can tell you he's gonna over-deliver for you. So just get a hold of this guy, give him a follow his journey. He's up to major big things. Excited to have you, man.
Thank you so much.
You bet, man.